back to another episode of What's Up Wednesdays. Y'all know what the fuck going on. So it's another Wednesday, guys. Like, how y'all feeling? I hope y'all feeling good, because I know I am. And just to catch up a little bit, I haven't been doing anything. I've been, staying out the way, working, of course, trying to make shit better for myself. And I'm also excited because I have a trip planned. We are actually going to Mississippi at the end of this month, so I am very excited about that. I get to meet my family. I've never been to Mississippi before. I really don't really know how they get down. I can't wait to experience the real Southern hospitality and the real Southern food from a Southern woman. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to try that food. I'm excited to drink and just party and, you know what I'm saying, just have a good time or whatever. So yeah, I will probably get some content out of that as well. But I'm the type of person that, like, when I have too much fun, when I'm having fun, I cannot pull my phone out. It's like I can't capture the moment. Like, I'm too in the moment. Like, I'll be like, fuck all that phone shit, man. Fuck that. I'm having a blast, So I'm gonna try to get content, but I feel like when you start recording and you're trying to get everything on camera, you kind of lose the reality of it, and it start not being fun because you want to get everything on camera. Then you got to think about the people who don't want to be on camera. You making people feel a little awkward, and then it's too much. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all sake, I'm gonna try to get a little footage so I can drop some clips in the following week's episode from when I get back. So y'all stay tuned for that because I'm excited. But other than that, I've been good, man. I've been chilling. I hope y'all have. If y'all have not, if you have not, if you're watching this, I hope all is well. I hope you get through what you're going through. And if you're just having a bad day, don't look at it as a bad day. Just look at it as a bad moment. You'll get through it. All right. So now, let's get into this topic, man. So I think we got a goodie today. Like, I ain't gonna fake it. We got a goodie. So, the topic of the day is: can you truly separate the artist from their art? See, this is tricky. So me personally, I'm on the fence a little bit, but for my episode's sake, I'm gonna pick sides. I'm gonna choose sides. I'm not gonna be a in between the fence ass motherfucker. I say yes. I'm gonna go on the yes side because I feel like you can separate the artist from their art. Because, well, first I think, because I got a lot to elaborate on, I'm gonna just start with why I don't think. Well, I'm gonna start with the no first. So you can't separate the artist from their art because they are the reason that they made their art. And then some people, they want to know their mindset when they was making their art, whether it's a music artist or a painter artist or a clothing artist. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like who you are is expressed through your craft. So getting to know them and why they did what they did, or what they're talking about, or their perspective or their interpretation of their art, that's good to find out and know, so you can actually be deeper into the art, or you can feel it more. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a reason why you can't separate them from that. And also I feel like you supporting them, that is support. So if you don't, let's just say you don't mess with how they move personally, but you mess with their craft, it's like you still supporting them, you still putting money in their pockets, you still keeping them in the loop, so to say, because you're still engaging with their art no matter what type of art they do. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, can you even separate the artist from the art? Because you're supporting their livelihood, you're funding their livelihood by supporting either their music, their brand, whatever it is, a form of art that they do. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why people say no, you cannot. But I'm gonna say you can. So My example of that, I always bring up R. Kelly. You gotta bring up Kells, man, because he's undeniably the king of R&B. And I feel like I can separate his personal life from his art. And I don't care who he was singing about. I don't care. Like, I'm not diving into his personal life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I have my own interpretation, I can hear something and think of a moment of in my life, or think of somebody that I love that I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to think about like, oh, he's talking about a minor. That's sick. Turn this off. Like, I don't know. I really know how to separate that, because it's just like, shit, I'm thinking about my own life. I'm feeling the music, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't know this was going on. I didn't know who he was talking about at first. So when all this came out, why would I switch up type shit? But I do understand people have principles and morals and stuff like that that they stand on. And I'm not saying I don't, because I do stand on like that type of stuff. And I'm really against it. I'm not saying he's right in no aspect of his personal life with all what happened. But at the same time, it's like, I'm enjoying music. If I'm a music lover, and this song makes me feel a certain way, fuck his personal life. I can give two shits about what he got going on, the way he was thinking when he made the goddamn song, because I'm having my own interpretation of what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm having my own perspective of this shit. Just like I gave an example earlier. I was having a conversation about this topic, and I said, if it's if you have an artist like a painter, and it turns out that they're a serial killer, but you like their art, would you still have the art in your house? If it speaks to you, you saw this piece and you said, this is like, you got your own interpretation of the piece, and you just love it. It just makes you feel good inside, you know? So do you take it down? Do you take it out your house because you found out he's a serial killer? I don't know. Me personally, I would not. I wouldn't. You know why? Because I don't know him. You know why else? Because I mind my business. I know how to mind my fucking business, bro. I don't care what you do outside of that. I know how I feel about this type shit. And it's not even the fact that I'm supporting them or what they do on their personal life. It's all about how they art makes me feel. So I think I just have my own understanding on it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, how you look at things. So I just feel like I can separate the art from the artist type shit, because I don't care enough of what you was doing in your personal life. I don't even be like, when shit be hitting the fan with these celebrities and these artists, I don't even engage. I don't read articles. I don't be reading the blogs, the vlogs, whatever the fuck. I don't care. If that song come on, one thing's for sure, I'm gonna do my dance and sure. What? Stop fucking playing with me. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. Can you separate the artist from the art, from their art? If not, why? If so, why? Let me know. All right, and moving on to, I think I don't know, this might be my favorite segment, y'all. I don't know. I'm getting a little love for this segment. This is the Am I Wrong segment for all of y'all who don't know what comes after the topic of the day. This is where I get on Reddit and I read a Am I Wrong article, and I give advice, and I let you know if you're wrong or not. But honestly, it don't even have to be on Reddit. If y'all want to send in Am I Wrong questions, or y'all want advice on anything, let me know. SFG Mike across all platforms. Y'all can DM me or anything, or I could probably set up an email, and you know what I'm saying, and I give y'all advice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, DM me if y'all need some advice, because I feel like I give pretty good advice. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get it. And this is fresh. Like, I'm literally finding this right now. All right, I found one. Let's get it. Okay, y'all know the drill. My wife and I have been married for 7 years and together for 10. A couple years ago, my wife had a male coworker who used to cook for the office often. My wife used to always rave about his food and immediately made me insecure, also because he looked like a Greek model. I also started cooking for a wife around that time. I was never a serious cook, but I decided to give it a shot. Prior to then, I only used to cook basic food, but I decided to try cooking complex meals. However, a lot of times it didn't come out great. My wife used to help me, but I never was serious about it. One night, my wife was drunk and we just had a beef Wellington I had cooked. It was sort of a disaster. And my wife then drunkenly admitted, wait, it was a disaster, and my wife and I were both laughing about it. However, my wife then drunkenly admitted she wished her male coworker could cook for her every day. I didn't fully grasp what she was saying, and I was really drunk, but my wife realized what she said, and she apologized. I told her it was all right, and that it was probably some attempt at a joke. However, the next day, I grasped what she was saying, and I felt really deflated. My wife sensed it and apologized again. And after taking a day to think about it, I told my wife, let's not make a big deal about it. But also, I was never going to cook for her ever again. My wife again apologized and almost started crying, but I told her it was all in the past and let's move on. It's been 2 years since then. You better not still. It's been 2 years since then, and my wife and mine's relationship is stronger than ever. Over the past couple years, I have also spent a lot of time taking cooking lessons from my sister, who's a really good cook. I learned that cooking, it just takes a lot of consistent practice, and you can't just learn it over the internet. You need to acquire the skill. And I can now confidently say I am a much better cook than I was a couple years ago. I cook for friends and I cook for my family or my wife's family when they come over. The food I'm the most proud of and which I got a lot of compliments on is the Valencian, I think that's what they say. Valencian paella. I don't know, man. Don't shoot me. Don't sue me. I made when my wife's wife came over. When my wife's family came over for Christmas. However, in spite of all the progress I made, I can't find it in me to cook for my wife alone. I still remember the hurt and insecurity I felt a couple years ago. My wife even stopped speaking to and taking food from the coworker after the incident, and the coworker has even left the company since. But I still can't find it in me to cook a romantic dinner for my wife. My wife has asked me a few times, and she says she's willing to do anything to repent or take accountability. But I tell my wife I've already forgiven her a couple years ago. It's just that I cannot mentally bring myself to ever cook for her. Am I wrong? You dead ass wrong. Wrong as a motherfucker. Like, you can't be any more wrong. You cannot be any more wronger. Get a fucking grip. And you did not accept her apology. That's not accepting an apology. You keep saying let's move on, but you're still using the actions that you were using when you were upset. You're still acting off of the emotions you felt when you didn't forgive her. So how can you say you forgave her and you moved on if you still can't bring yourself to cook for your wife? But you cooking for her family, you cooking for your family, you cooking for friends, but you can't bring yourself to cook dinner when it's just y'all two. Get a fucking grip, dude. And it's not that deep. She said one thing. You'll hate me. The fuck? Because I would have been like, I wish he was here right now to cook. I'm talking about if you took 2 years, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you didn't cook for me after that, you wouldn't have heard the end of that nigga. I don't even give a fuck. I would have been lying. I would have been bringing stuff home from work like, yeah, Kevin made this. The fuck is you talking about? You would have been sick. I don't give a fuck. And she kept apologizing. I hate when people be so apologetic, and then the person that they apologetic to just kind of shitting on them or just spitting it back in their face like, yeah, I heard you, it's over, it's good. And then you still using the same actions as when you weren't forgiving them. You might as well not even forgave them if you're still gonna be acting as if you didn't forgive them. What the fuck are you doing? She apologized multiple times. She stopped communicating and taking food from the coworker. He no longer works at the business, and you still can't bring yourself to cook for her. And that shit happened 2 years ago. You're holding this grudge for no reason. Just cook the goddamn food. You said you got better. You know your shit was shit. You know your food was shit. Okay, he was a better cook than you. Then I think it's some more shit going on. You failed to mention that you was insecure because you probably thought she liked that nigga. That's what it really is. Because you started it off saying he looks like a Greek model. You didn't have to add that. You're insecure because you think your bitch like him. And he in that office cooking and whipping shit up. And you at home fucking up beef Wellingtons. That's why you really mad. Talk about it. All you gotta do is communicate with your wife. Once you communicate with her and get that out, because it's not about the cooking. Let's be real with ourselves, okay? It's not about the cooking. You're insecure. You probably think they got some shit going on or had some shit going on. And she coming home and talking about, oh, I wish Kevin cooked this, or I wish I could have his cooking right about now. Hey, it made you feel away, gang. Let her ass know, hey, what you and this nigga got going on, man? Actually, don't take no more food. But no, 2 years is crazy though. Like you should get over that. I think it's time to move on and cook for your wife, man. It's not that deep. So yes, you are wrong. Get over that shit and do what you love doing, because it sounds like you're passionate about cooking. It sounds like you really enjoy it. It sounds like that may be your love language. Go ahead, swallow that pride, move on, or talk about what the real problem is so you can move on and start cooking for your wife. Period. And that is that on that. Now, this is the hit or miss segment. And this segment is basically where I asked my viewers to give me a song to review, and I reviewed it, and now I'm gonna score it. So the song that I reviewed is Folded Acapella by Kaylani. And I'm gonna score that 1 through 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. I give that a 7. It's a beautiful song, and the acapella really, it kind of the isolation of no music behind it, no beats, it kind of enhances the words and her vocals, so that sounds beautiful. And then the song I got from that song, like, she's ended something that she doesn't want to end. Like, it's kind of giving, like, we gotta break up, but I don't want to break up. Like, I gotta water myself type shit. And it's just like, it's kind of put me in a mindset of like, you left your stuff at my house, come get it. Like, it's like I want to see you closure type of song. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want closure, so come pick up your stuff. But I also want it to work out. Like, I hope I don't fold. Type shit, if that makes sense. But I don't know. Everybody have different interpretations of songs. So that's what I got out of it. And I'm kind of done with the getting closure and all of that. I don't need closure. But good song, beautiful singing, beautiful vocals. The fact that it's a cappella, chef's kiss, I fucks with it. Yeah, so there's my hit or miss, and since it's above a 5, I'm gonna say it's a hit. So appreciate the suggestion. If y'all have any song suggestions, show suggestions, movie suggestions, food suggestions, drop them in the comments below. I will review them during the week, or I will review them on the show if I get it and have it, with me. Just drop it in the comments. Let me know. I will be doing polls on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me, go ahead and follow me there. Once again, it's SMG Micah on all platforms. Y'all can DM me or let me know, or answer my polls when I upload them. Give me something to review. You know what I'm saying? A song, anything like that. I really prefer songs because I love music. But if y'all want me to watch a movie, I love movies too, and I love scoring movies. I think, yeah, music and movies kind of go hand in hand, but I'm also open to other stuff too. So don't be scared. Drop it in the comments. I will review it, and I'm gonna let y'all know if it's a hit or a miss. Alright, so now this segment is called My Unpopular Opinion. So this week's unpopular opinion is, looks really do matter when it comes to first impressions. All that is what's inside ass bullshit. That's when you start talking to the motherfucker. That's when they start opening their mouth. When you first get to looking at a motherfucker, that kind of sets the tone for how they treat you. Like, for how they finna treat you. Period. I don't like, and people be trying to say that that's not real or that's not true. Come on, like, let's really be real. If somebody hella ugly, look, I swear to God, I'm not no asshole, and I don't treat people different off their looks. But I'm just saying, like, somebody hella ugly can't get the shit off that a fine ass person could. And I know that, like, looks are subjective. I might find a person attractive that you might not, type shit. But at the same time, like, if I think they hella ugly, that you can't get off the same shit that a fine motherfucker can. Period. Like, you can't just walk up to me, like, talking shit a little bit. Like, I'm only using that as an example because I really can't think of one right now. But, like, just say, somebody hella ugly just walking up to you and just like crack like a talk shit joke type shit, or try to say something about you, but they really just, trying to make a funny to start some conversation to get a vibe going. You just like girl, what, like, ugh. But if it's a fine ass motherfucker, you like, man, stop playing with me, like, type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. I think first impression is like, your image does matter. And y'all not gonna tell me pretty privilege is not a thing, because yes, it is, bro. Y'all, like, all these fine ass motherfuckers that be saying it's not a thing and it's really, it's hard being fine. Get the fuck out of here, man. And I'm not saying like I'm just drop dead gorgeous, but I'm not ugly. I think I'm a part of the pretty privileged crew. I feel like people be wanna just like get me shit, honestly. And I'm not tooting my own horn or nothing, but like I just feel like that I'm a nice person too. I feel like I come with a personality as well. When you nice and you look good, it's like, oh yeah, you can get this free fry. Oh, drink on me. You know what I'm saying? You can get your soda for free today. Or fuck it, I'll pay for your whole meal. Meals on me today. So it's just like people just do that. When you're a good person, you have a kind heart, and you look good. I'm not saying ugly people don't get free meals and shit in the drive-thru. I'm not saying that, but it's like some people just like want the approval of someone who looks good though. And it's kind of weird to say it out loud, but it's the fucking truth. That's why it's an unpopular opinion, because pretty people get more life advantages, man. They can break the rules sometimes. Like, and I'm not saying like all the time, but like in certain situations, dead ass, pretty privilege lets you break the rules. And it gets you shit, and it gets you access to certain things and places and people and a whole bunch of shit. So once again, looks do matter when it comes to first impressions, and pretty privilege is a thing. That's my unpopular opinion for this week. If y'all disagree, drop a comment below on this video. Let me know how you feel, or if you agree, drop a 100 emoji or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now we're gonna get to wrapping it up. I feel like this was a good episode. This last segment is basically strive for greatness motivation. If y'all don't know, SFG stands for Strive for Greatness. That is my brand that I came up with some years back. That is what I go by. That is what I live by. I strive for greatness every day. I always try to be better than I was the day before, no matter what. So I want to incorporate motivation at the end of my videos, just off the simple fact that I want everybody to do good, and I want anybody who watch me or follow me in any aspect or listen to me in any aspect, I want them to gain something. No matter what, I want you to leave with something. So words of encouragement or motivation, it goes a long way. You might need to hear this. You might just, you know what I'm saying? You might be thinking this, anything. So basically, that's what this segment is about. So strive for greatness motivation. My motivation this week is slow motion is better than no motion. And y'all probably heard that before, but just to break that down, it don't matter how fast you're going. Like, it don't matter how slow your progress that you're making is, as long as it's progress. As long as you doing stuff to no matter what. I'm not even talking about money. I'm not talking about, like, as long as you doing something to accomplish how you feel, like to make yourself feel better or be better than the day before, you are making progress. Don't beat yourself up. Don't think you're not moving fast enough. Slow motion is better than no motion. It's better than standing still. As long as you got up today and you made your fucking bed and you drunk that cup of water, you did something. That's motion. You just said you wanted to post more. You posted that video today. That's motion. You did that thing you've been saying you've been wanting to do. That's motion. Build your brick day by day, and I'm telling you, you're gonna start seeing results. You read a page of that book you said you wanted to start. That's motion. You just put up $20 because you said you wanted to save money. That's motion. Anything that you do that make you feel accomplished, and that makes you feel like you're a step closer to healing, or a step closer to peace, or a step closer to success, a step closer to getting more money, a step closer to comfortability, whatever it is, as long as you doing your steps, you are doing it. Don't ever feel like you gotta rush yourself. Don't ever feel like you're not doing enough. You are enough. You're doing enough. Just keep going. Don't give up. That's the fucking goal. As long as you don't give up. It's days where you can pause. It may be overstimulating. It may be too much. You may be overwhelmed. It's okay to take a break, but never give up. Keep going. Like I said, slow motion is better than no motion. And we leaving off at that. And if you made it this far, you are a real one. Thank you so much. It's all love. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to compliment yourself and somebody else. Peace.